What's up, everybody? Josh Miles here. This is a new segment that I'm trying to put together called Miles House Sessions. Got permission from Regal Moore. I'm sorry, Regal Moore to um, we're going back over some mixes for Glorified. They're going to use some stuff for some promotional purposes, and they want to go back on um, the live thing that we did back in 2020. Um, for the Kings of Harmony. What was the thing called? Well, we called it the Encore, but I think it was off of their anniversary, and it was kind of off the fly thing, but it was pretty good. So anyway, we're gonna go through the mix, and y'all gonna ride with me a little bit. I'm just gonna show you a few things that I did or that I'm about to do in this mix. I'm revisiting the mix. There was some stuff I did because it was in the past, so I ain't really know a lot of what I was doing. Uh, well, I ain't gonna say that, but I really, uh, I've grown, I guess, as far as mixing goes. So I wanted to go back through it and kind of just tweak it a little bit, make it a little better. Anyway, we're gonna listen one time at one of the tunes, and we'll just go through um, the tracks and look at everything and see how we looking and see if we can make it sound a little better. We'll probably be on it. I'm probably gonna be on for about an hour when I'm gonna get off. So uh, I just had some people call and ask or whatever about some things that I do in a mix. So I'm just show it to you. That's the best way I can do it. All right, let's check the song out though. Right side, glorified. Y'all can't hear. Y'all can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me. Okay, maybe I got this thing going on here wrong. I do really not know all the way how this thing works. Jonas, you both been come over here to help me. Okay, let me see. All right. think that's gonna work neither. What I'm doing, jot my eye. Let me see if I can play it from. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear this.
Come on here. Anybody here on the right side?
If y'all can't hear that, tell me. Y'all can hear that? Well, I guess maybe it's just because of the screen then. You got to talk to me, Jonas. All right, we can hear that.
No turning back. No turning back. Let me say it again. When I was a baby in Christ, I acted oh so wrong in my sin. I wound up on the wrong side, traveling right alongside for sin. But none of y'all don't know. Oh, yes,
okay, so I really need to see if y'all can hear this in coming through Pro Tools then. But you get the gist of the mix, right? And we're going to try to make the mix better than that. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear that. Y'all can hear that? All right, so what I'm going to do right here, and y'all just have to roll with me in the workflow. I try to talk when I can. I don't really do a lot of talking when I'm doing this. But if you got a question, you could drop it in the comments and I answer your question, whatever your question is. I'm just gonna get to rolling on this. So I'm gonna start with them drums though. And let me make a couple of these inactive because we don't use all of the tracks because this was a live session and we recorded a lot of stuff at one time. And some of the stuff are useful for other songs, but not this song. That's one thing. And then I want to tell y'all too, we did a lot of this off the fly. I mean, really, the whole thing was sort of off the fly. We kind of just thought of the idea and we got together on it, and we just tried to make it happen as fast as possible. So even on the front end of this, we faded in. I got rid of that fade because I just want to go through the mix, but we faded in because I think we might have hit record a little late when they were coming in on the intro. But it all works. So we're gonna start with the drum set. So I'm gonna mute these guitars, mute the bass, and I put the drums in a drum bus. This is every mix is different to me. Every approach is different. It's some things you do the same, some things you don't do the same, some things you make up as you go, just depending on the sound and what you got and where you're going. So this is kind of already pre-mixed. I'm just going through it and refining some stuff, changing some stuff if I feel like it need to be changed. And I just kind of tell you what I already got. But As far as the drums go, we got a kick, we got a mic out, a kick out, we got a kick in, we got snare, uh, tom, 1, 2, and 3, two rack toms and one floor tom, and then we got. I really think we did one overhead, so I just duplicated the one overhead track and pan those overheads left and right. Toms we got pan 25 to the left, tom 1, 25 to the right, tom 2, and then 40 to the right on tom 3. Um, I'm really giving you a lot of stuff here. So let's go with these drums. We're gonna start with the kick, and we just see what kind of feel we getting out of there. See if we can pump that up a little bit. I feel like it could have been a little more beefy. I felt like the mix could have been a little more beefy. So I want to get that, and I want to put a little more clarity um, to the overall mix. So Lipsy, that's what we finna work on, that kick, doc. Let us know what effects you have on each channel. I certainly will. On this kick out, we just got a trim. Apparently, I'm coming at this brand new again from the past, so I got a thought of what I did, but I really don't remember. Apparently, we got a trim on there. Okay, this trim and gained it up about 7 dB, so apparently it came in low, and just an EQ and a compressor. Very simple. About 4.5 dB, around 43 hertz, 43.7 to be exact. That 40 area to me, it's a good area. I like it. It kind of just make that kick stand up, and give you that boom. I don't know what I got on the kick in. The kick in, I'm just pulled back on 500 and around close to 4K. 500 pulled back on the other kick too, and I draw back around 12K. So it must have been a real high tick in there that I didn't want. Let's go. Let's just listen. Let's see what we got. Ain't bad. Again, I want to make it a little more beefy, so I'm gonna probably spread that out a little bit. And Mr. Wardell Dykes, QVS Records, I got to give him credit, and I got to give Jay Jackson a shout out. Pick that book. I got to give Jay Jackson a shout out, and Mr. Wardell Dykes. They really helped me and trained me a lot in this. Mr. Wardell taught me that if you really want to hear that frequency, to shoot that frequency up. So we shoot it up so we can hear exactly what's going on there. I don't know if y'all can hear the difference. That's around 0. If we boost it, you can hear exactly where you are. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. Pull that back. Jamarcus, that's where I got it from. That's who taught me. Yeah, Johnny Dennis. It was a kick inside the kick drum, and then it was a kick outside the port, sitting outside there. And some people put a mic near the mallet. It's again, all of it: recording, mixing, writing a song, putting music to a song. All of it is creativity in my book. To me, is creativity. So it's really according to what you want to hear. Now, maybe what you want to hear might not be what nobody else want to hear, but if it feel good and it sound good to you, I can't tell you that it's wrong. I can just tell you I don't want to hear it. But it's just according to your ear and what you want to hear. Lipsy said the kick sound a little boxy to him. All right, we're gonna work the kinks out. So this kick got a different the out got a different feel to it. So that kick may do sound boxy, and this one may sound a little, I don't know, maybe a little flat. But let's put them together and see what we're getting with that. Okay, so that's another point of you could take a sound that may not sound that great by itself, and you could take another sound that may not sound great by itself, but you put those two sounds together and you get something beautiful. And this ain't completely where I want it. Why would I put verb on that kick? I'll let it stay for a minute, just see how it turn out. So right now I got the verb muted, and I need to mute the verb on everything else. And I ain't gonna open this verb up until we get the sound that we want on the entire drum mixer. And I explain to y'all what I did with the verb on this. I see what I did. I explain that later on. But we keep it in mind that this is live. So this is a live session. So we want to give it that live feel. We want it to feel like it's live. Okay. Go back from the top. Okay. Same thing on the snare. I mean, I don't even have a trim on the snare. It's just EQ and a compressor. My main thing also is I want to try to stay with the natural sound as close as we can. So I don't want to over process the mix, and I have done that plenty of times. Sometimes I still do it, especially when you're in a hurry. Sometimes you just, that's just the way it goes. But we want to try to stay close to the natural drum sound, and because it also goes well with the crowd mic. And again, I ain't no expert. I ain't go to school for this. This just hard knocks, and this just stuff I found out along the way. Again, Mr. Wardell, Jay Jackson taught me some stuff. Even Harold Turrentine showed me some stuff in the studio on mixing. Stan Jones, Paul Porter. I mean, I picked up things from a lot of guys along the way. And so this is just Josh Miles' way. So if you see something I'm doing wrong, you can tell me, Josh, you doing that wrong. Or you can tell me, Josh, you need to try something else. And I might listen to you, and then I might not. Because guess what? I'm behind the board and I'm doing this. So it's the same thing as when you get in the studio and you get ready to do your thing. I can give you pointers. Someone else can give you pointers, but it's all according to what you take and what you do and what's going to fit you and what's going to fit your creative pattern. All in all, if y'all know Bob Ross, the painter guy. I like what Bob Ross do. He paints a picture, but he also helps you understand that you can paint your picture any way you want to paint it. So I probably should have waited to say that at the end, but I won't gonna say it now. Anyway, back to this snare drum. That really ain't that bad to me. We might could add a little high end. I don't want that high end right there. We'll give a little bit of that. Uh, okay, we'll get a little of that. Just give it a little. And what I do sometimes I get a little carried away on the. I get a little carried away on the faders when I group these and pull all of them back just to get a better, uh, cleaner sound. I guess to say it's not a big deal, but I like it. Okay, so now something I'll do is go to these overheads. Oh, and that snare, I just add a little low end to that snare because I like a big snare in the mix. Uh, Lipsy. Now I agree with you on using the gate, but sometimes, okay, I'm gonna get to a gate. I'll put the gate on the tom sometime. Uh, sometimes, I, in my opinion, you don't need it. Uh, I like a breathing sound. I like to hear them drums breathe, and the bleed over is not such a big deal to me because it kind of just adds to the sound, and it sometimes you may be thickening up a sound within that bleed over that keeps it going. This is what I like to do. This I learned this trick with overheads. My overheads are I got my overheads pretty okay. I got them overheads. I got a high pass filter and a low pass filter because I don't like them to be just overly bright. I can pull that up some though. I don't like them to be overly bright. I don't like them to be real dull, but I don't like for them to pierce my ears either. And again, that's according to preference. That's my preference. But so I take them overheads. I learned this trick. Uh, I don't know where I learned this trick. It might have been on YouTube. But I take these overheads, and then I'll take my kick and snare, and of course my tom too when I get there. Take my kick and snare and try to make that glue between the kick, the snare, and the overhead. Okay, hold on. I done missed a few comments. Hey, Alton. Oh yeah, Alton. Alton done showed me some stuff too, y'all. if I miss your name and you done showed me something, charge it to my head, not my heart. Alton done showed me a lot of stuff, and me and Alton spent a lot of time in the studio together. Top and bottom on the snap. It's just a top. It's not a bottom ear. I had to take the ringing out. That's taking a ringing out of a snare is that's tricky business. Uh, most time it's a frequency, but depending on how bad the ring is, and you know, depending on how bad the ringing is, it may be two or three frequencies ringing in that snare. So it's just kind of it's situational. Um, we can't see the plug-in adjustments you're making. Okay, well I'll tell you what I'm doing because I don't really know how to make that. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm trial and error with this. I'm just trying to figure this out because you know I want to interact with y'all. I want y'all to engage with me, and maybe we can learn some stuff together. So I'm still trial and error with with doing this whole thing, but we'll get it together and we'll get that right. Alton said, "What you could do is double the snare and drop the pit." Yeah, and that's true. Lower the pitch on one of them. And Alton, that's cool. And I don't mind doing that, but I ain't gonna do it right now. But me and you'll get together on it. I just want to walk through a little bit and just talk to the guys about what I do, because I can't give you everything in one setting, and I don't know everything to give you in one setting. To be honest, I'm just going through though. I'm just want to work on the natural sound of these drums and level it off with the bass. We're gonna level these guitars in there and keys, and then we'll set the vocals on top. But I want y'all to know, to know what he's talking about. I just ain't gonna do what he said right now. Is that the actual snare or replacement? All of this is natural drum. It's nothing replaced, and that's the point. That's kind of the point I wanted to make today. Is it's nothing wrong with using, uh, nothing wrong with using your natural drum sound or your whatever. It's nothing wrong with using that natural sound and uh, uh and mixing from there. And actually, I mean, it really just depends on what you're trying to get, what you're looking for, what is in the creative uh, files of your mind, whatever you're looking for. So T-Town, I've been waiting on you to get in here, man. Because now this is the man who opinion really matters over the rest. T-Town Bass, because this is his band, it's his production, and we just working for him. And if he's satisfied, then we all got to be satisfied. Alton, don't copy no jerk, man. We're gonna we gonna get it together, brother. All right, let's just add these toms in. So I got the gate on the tom, Nipsey, and I'm to be honest, I almost want to take the gate off, because I feel like I'm looking over here. I think I done edited the toms on this track. But anyway, I'm gonna bring them overheads up just a tad more. Now, because it's live, and that's to your point, Lipsy, because it's live, I don't really I don't really see much of an issue with the bleed over, unless it was just some mistakes in there that we needed to go back and refit, go back and overdub, or change some stuff. If we change some things, then uh, the bleed over would be a very big issue. But to me, I just like that. Give me that. Give me the sound of the room. All right. Let's see what we got on the drum, bud. Okay, we got the C4 on there. I'm pretty sure that I put this C4 on there to just tame a lot of the frequencies. I'm gonna put some of that back on the low end. C4, and I'm just pulling some back on the right here. I don't know, can y'all see my mouse? Oh, y'all can't see the actual plug-in, can you? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, let me see if I can okay, let me do that. I think that might work better. Can y'all see the C4 plug-in? Y'all talk to me and tell me if y'all can see that plug-in sitting on the screen. Okay, so I'm just pulling back. I done went through all that to show y'all, and I thought I was showing it to you, but I guess I wasn't. But this C4 is just to tame. It's just taming them frequencies as they jump out. Really. Okay. C4 is a Waves plugin. You can go on waves.com. I think Waves got like a subscription deal they got going now. So you can get just about any Waves plugin for a certain dollar amount per month, or you could buy packages and bundles or whatever. But I'm pretty sure I don't put C4 on my drum bus all the time, but I'm pretty sure that's the reason why that's there. Also, Slate Digital. Slate Digital is a great um, company. They got some awesome plugins, and this is one of my favorites, the VMR plugin. And I just got my own little, I don't know what you call it, my own mixing chain right here, um, with an EQ compressor, and they got this thing called Revival. You can kind of add some low end. It's almost like an exciter. I don't know the definition. You can go look it up. It's called Revival, but you can add some. You can add some sheen to the top, or you can add some thickness to the bottom. I just kind of add a little bit of both on the back end of that, and I'm just cueing the whole set from here. This is my drum bus. Mhm. All right. I'll play it again and just see how that feel. Michi, what's happening, brother? Might as well add some saturation in that chain. I don't know if it's a saturator on this chain right here. Is it? You probably know. Tell me which one to add. I'll add it real quick and see what sound we can get on there. This is what that revival do though. Bring some thickness. Or you could, I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. I don't know if y'all can hear the difference in that or not, but that revival is all right. Let me know, Malachi, what kind of saturation to add to it. But simply put, that's some simplicity for you. You use the fresh air plug-in. Not a lot. I have before though, but I don't use it a lot. I'm gonna move on to this bass. It's about 248. Still right. Man, much love and respect to you, brother. Appreciate that, man. So let me go on and add this bass in. We're gonna ease on because I just want to get to let's get to see if we can get a better sound off the fly. I gotta sneeze and it won't come. We just want to get, because I mean, even after we do this, I'm gonna tweak this some more. So, but if you got, give me your comments, give me your suggestions, and we'll go back through and use them. And we can even get together. We can FaceTime. I don't got Skype, but we can do whatever. I think you can message each other. The New York joint. I think you can message each other on Facebook and do a video messenger on Facebook or whatever. But the New York joint. Put it at the end of the chain, Malachi. Shut up, man. That's complete saturation. We'll pull it back. About 4. How that feel? Maybe a little less. About 385. What'd you say, Malachi? What'd you say, Alton? I'm pretty sure this C4 is on the bass guitar for the exact same reason, just to tame them. I told y'all I wasn't gonna talk that much through this mix, but I've been talking the whole time, man. So I think I'm gonna give it a little more volume. All I got on this bass is trim, a compressor, and that C4, and then I got the API UAD plug-in API Vision channel strip, and I kind of I really on this I just used a I started from a what you call them thing a preset. I started from a preset and just tweaking from there really. But I'm gonna give it a little more volume because I know I had something else on here for that, and I had to take it off because I ain't got that plug in no more, and I don't use it. So we got a different method. That's a different song. We got a different method on this bass guitar that we got to figure out here. Okay, I may have to go in this. I don't know what I had on this bass. I'm gonna have to go in here and see what this C4 doing. I pulled the high end back on the C4 for whatever reason. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Mixing this bass, I'm doing this right now. I'm just I'm quickly finding a sound to ride with for now, and then I probably will go back and tweak heavily on everything later on. And I may go back live. I might have to get off here in a minute. We gearing up for the podcast with my brother Chris Parks from Cuz Studio down there in Cleveland. Me and him gonna get together. We're gonna watch some Earth, Wind, and Fire videos tonight and just discuss some music, discuss a lot of good stuff. It's gonna be a lot of good stuff. We uh, just from the standpoint of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Um, I will tell y'all this about mixing a bass. A lot of times we feel like that it is in because the bass is a bass instrument that a lot of the sound, I guess to say, we feel like a lot of it comes from just boosting that low end. But the trick is it's gonna be in mid and low mid, that area is what really makes the bass stick out in a mix, I guess to say, or really set in that mix the way it need to be. Now I ain't saying turn the low end down. I'm just saying you don't have to boost it up so high because you really want it to sit well with that kick drum. I'm not doing that great of a job right now at that. I don't want to spend too much time. I spend an hour on bass kick and drums, which I almost already did. I really almost spent an hour on these drums. And we're gonna do the trick that you said after, and we're gonna get that going. We just ain't gonna do it right now. So let me just go ahead and shoot through some of these instruments. Next thing I forgot to tell y'all, let's add the verb. Now you may say, Josh, that is too much verb. But I'm telling you right now, it is not. It may be a little bit. Yeah, that's good though. To me now, you may not like it, but to me, it's good. It feel live. And then when we add the crowd noise to it, it's gonna work. Guitar uses pedals in conjunction with EQ and compression on bass. That's a good idea. So now I'm just going through these music tracks just to give you a gist of what we're doing. Going back to the top of this. Okay, I got some automation going on. I'm about to go back through and work on that, fix that stuff. On these guitars, I think I got the guitar tool rack on these distortions, just for a little more crispness in the EQ and the Lady D. It's like an ambience, it's that reverb. I really don't know what you call it, but it sounds good to me. I put it on there. You probably can tell us about that well. Uh, Vitamin on two of the guitar. And I don't know why I have an extra EQ on here on some of these. I'm telling you, I really don't know all of what I was doing, so I'm gonna have to go back through and tweak some of this stuff. But I did put a spread on my guitars. The thing I like about this set with Glorified is it wasn't overplayed. You know, the instruments are sitting in their respective places and they're playing respective patterns to one another and they working together. The music is working together. It's not that hard to mix. It's some automations and stuff got to go on in what we're doing. But it's not a hard job to mix this. Deep Land. Yeah, Doc. Y'all laid it out, man. And that piano may have a little too much verb. Pull some of that back. go back. Roughly, roughly, I feel like we might be coming along, guys. Crowd mics added in. It's a little bigger. But yeah, this Pro Tools, Malcolm. So y'all just tell me what y'all think. What y'all think it sound like? Do it sound okay to y'all? Does it sound live? Does it feel live? We ain't got no vocals in yet. Keep on. So that's it, fellas. I can add these vocals in to see what we got here. Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with using Logic Pro. There's nothing wrong with any DAW. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we gotta do some more tweaking on that. But I just wanted to go through it, and I wanted to go through it with y'all. I heard some of your pointers. I'm gonna take some of them myself. Lipsy said he think the guitars are too busy. I like them. I kind of like the vibe that they're giving the song. It's kind of like a rock and roll / quartet vibe. Kind of got a little Tina Turner and a little Beatles mixed in there together. That's my opinion. But to Malcolm, hey bro, it is no you could take that Logic Pro X what you got and mix awesome record. It's not about the DAW. It's not about the DAW that you use. It's about learning the system, learning what it does, learning the ins and outs of that system. Pro Tools is very user friendly, but it's a lot of stuff in Pro Tools that it'll take you years to learn because it's so much that this one DAW can do. The same thing with that Logic Pro. Same thing with anything else. Ableton is crazy. Uh, and I'm getting into that now because I got to, but it is crazy. Meechie, I did mix on my record myself. Jay, Mr. Wardell gave us some pointers. Chris Parks, who I'll be doing the podcast with later on today, 6 o'clock. He came in and gave us some insight. Paul Porter. I mean, a lot of times when I mix, I send it around to some guys, to people that I trust their ear, and ask them what they hear, what they think, and that's how we come out with decent stuff. I mean, and it sounds good to me. It may not sound good to somebody else, but it's all right for me. Uh, it's about what dog is more comfortable for you, right? That's it, Thomas. And it's about what dog you know the most about. Honestly, at the end of the day, you know, I've seen uh I've seen guys that still working on Pro Tools 8 that still get a good sound just because of their ear and their knowledge of the system that they're running. Are we listening directly to the track, or is it playing back through the mic system? Nah, that's the track. Now, only thing, the only difference I can say, I may not know what I'm doing, John. So it might not sound right. If it don't, just tell me it don't sound right. Now I'm gonna keep on working on it to get it right and get it better. Uh Lipsy was saying you feel like the guitars are fighting the background vocals, and that may be a frequency issue on my part too. So that's just another tweak that we need to add in there. I got that note. I'm gonna take that note and we're gonna work on that. I'm gonna come back. I'll come back on this same song and with a with what we done tweaked out on it, and uh we'll just get some more pointers and see what everybody thinks. Javon, the dog doesn't have a sound, has nothing to do with sound. True. Well, true to an extent. When I first, I could tell the difference in sounds through Pro Tools, and it's digital stuff. And once Pro Tools went from Digital Design to Avid, it was almost like you could. It's like the just recording through my same PreSonus board, but recording through um Avid's version of Pro Tools. It was just it had a different I don't know what you call that, but the sound going through it was different. It was different. Um yeah, that's true. Your interface give you the sound, but when you're dealing with digital technology, each when you whatever sound you running through that digital technology, uh it can affect the sound. But what I'm saying is, if you know your DAW, if you know your digital audio workstation, uh that's it. Them the words I was looking for right there, Lipsy. It gives it a different character and color. When you pushing sound through that digital workspace, it can change the tone. Exactly. Pro Tools is a lot brighter. It's a lot brighter today. The Avid version is a lot brighter. Even back in when you the difference in Pro Tools 8 and Pro Tools HD, just you recording through that software, you just got a cleaner tone of what you recorded through. Not saying you couldn't get that same sound from Pro Tools 8. You just had to know what to do to work to that sound. And I mean, it just is what it is. Javon said, absolutely not. Hey, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But I know what my ears hear, and my ears hear a different a different sound, a different tone from Pro Tools 8, Pro Tools 9, Pro Tools 11, and whatever this is I got now. It ain't Ultimate, but Avid Pro Tool. But I mean, and I feel you, Javon. And I'm saying for a long time, I felt that way that you could cut that you. I mean, you could. I played the same bass uh, on every project when I was playing bass on a lot of projects. I played the same bass. I had a PreSonus, and I had this PreSonus. I got an old school PreSonus, the A, whatever it is, the 16. I had I've been had this a long time, and my brother Jay had one. The oh come on, come on, give it to her, bro. You can say your thing. I'm just saying. I mean, you could tell me if you could tell me how I hear a different sound coming from two different dolls with the same interface and the same instrument with no plugins and um, no change to compression or EQ or none of that from the board. If it's just my mind, then I might be, half crazy. But I'm just saying, I hear a difference. I wait to read your comment because I don't really know how to bring you in to where you could talk right now. But we're gonna get that together too, brother. Pro 2 vocals be so clear, Logic vocals be low, despite the interface. And I have to really engineer them to get them more clear. Pro Tools, I don't have to do much. I do think that I think that volume, the input volume for each DAW, that's definitely not the same. Um, even the input volume for Pro Tools today is different from the older versions. You could come in a lot hotter. And I'm saying when I say that, I'm saying I've been using the same interface, and so when I change every time I upgrade it, my my faders coming in would be different, and the volume itself, the overall volume would be different. And even now, if I tried to get the same headroom that I needed, if I was trying to create the same sound from an older mix to this mix, I would distort out before I could get that same amount of volume. And I do know that the I guess the standard of loudness is not where it used to be. Is headroom and bit different. What I'm saying, Josh, is speaking digitally. Yeah, true. That's what I'm speaking. I am speaking digitally because that's really most people is gonna deal with everything from the digital aspect. I mean, the cheapest system, if you get a Focusrite or a PreSonus uh, interface and a laptop, that's pretty much most guys' systems, and that's what they working off of. So whatever dog you using, you just got to know how to maneuver in that area, in that space. That's my opinion. That's my thought. Nothing dealing with the sonic aspect. I'm just talking about uh, when you run that when you run that sound through to your computer, what you getting. It's different. It's different strokes for different folks. Been in studio. Malico record got thousands of of outboard gear. So that's totally uh, different. I mean, you're not going to get the same sound on instruments, vocals, anything that you get out of Malico. Blackbird Studios, you're not going to get the same thing that they get because the way they running their stuff in is coming in. It didn't matter if they were cutting it on a cassette tape. It's gonna come in clean, and it's gonna come in really exactly how they want it to. But if you just going straight through digital, it's a difference in that. It's a difference in that actual sound. The Focusrite. Well, I'm gonna read Javon, and I'm gonna go back up and read some of these other. The Focusrite Scarlet Pre's are dope. The OP amps are more advanced than what they used to be. But how does that compare to an M box? Well, somebody else can answer that if they want to. I mean, me, real deal. I'm Pro Tools guy. I'm Pro Tools all the way. I don't got all Pro Tools stuff, but I just got faith in number one. I got faith in I had faith in Digital Design when they were doing what they were doing. When Avid bought Digital Design, my faith was in Avid because when Avid, after Avid bought Digital Design, you got to look at what kind of company Avid already was. So when they came and took over the technology that Digital Design had, it had no choice but to make it better. Braswell, and now Braswell, you tell me what you think. Sonar uh versus Pro Tools, just straight up, uh, no outboard gear, none of that. Sonar versus Pro Tools. If you recording an instrument, plug it up straight through. Is the tone, is the sound different to you? I'm gonna go back up and read some of these comments. Mr. Johnson, we'll talk about that. Blending vocals with music. I'm gonna see if I can get Ray on one day and we can go through a mix or something and talk about that. Pro Tools is clean, but you have to work to warm them up in Pro Tools. Whereas in Logic, even before you mix it, it sounds beefy, and you have to cut the low end to thin it out so that it's not muddy. Mhm. I did a whole mix in Studio 1.6 and Pro Tools with no plugins, everything set to Unity, and Pro Tools sounds fuller. So it's not just you, Josh. Okay. I use Universal Audio Interface. Universal Audio is a good company with Luna and Logic, and I can tell the difference with a recording done in Pro Tools. That's all I'm saying. I'm still learning as well. I can say I'm proud of how I get my vocals clear and louder, but I'm struggling with the vocal blend over the music so everything can be heard better, if that makes sense. Say, was no, it's not. Give me how to explain better, Jay. I tell you what then, Jay, just shoot me a message in Messenger and we can come on. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or something. We can come on and just and discuss this. I think it's a good discussion. Ray Braswell, we need to get together. We need to get on this. I'm gonna get Jay in on some stuff. I mean, I'm gonna do this periodically too, guys, because I really feel like we just gotta create community to get together and talk some of this stuff out, figure it out. We gotta work together, and we can only get better together. Um, but if Ray's still in here, I do want to know your opinion on that, Ray. Okay, not in my opinion. I've been mixing in Sonar for years, and other engineers tell me that my Pro Tools sounds great. Ray said he down. Well, I'm just I guess I'm saying, Ray, if you plugging into each one and recording in to each one of those dials, do you get a different sound, and do you have to work for a different sound? Or if you were trying to get the same sound from Pro Tools as Sonar, could you get the same sound doing the exact same thing, or do you have to work a different way to get the same tones? Bring J1 on so he can show all of us the right way. J1. And we're gonna do it though. Ray just said he down, so hey, we're gonna do it. Cause honestly, hey, I'm learning. I ain't on here trying to be no expert. I had some questions about some stuff I do, so I just wanted to show you that. I'm pretty sure Ray done had a million questions about some things that he do. And cause some of them came from me. Uh so I know Jordan Jackson does a good job in the studio. Chris Parks. I really want y'all to meet and hear from Mr. Wardell Dykes. He's a great guy, and he is a very technical guy. He knows a lot of technical stuff, not just in mixing, but even down to recording techniques. And a lot of these guys got different recording techniques. And I ain't saying, you got to give out all of your magic tricks, guys. But, if we can just get together and just share some stuff with one another, I just think we can help one another and enrich the sound. That's it. Every studio software has its own uniqueness, but I guess that's just me. I mean, they do. Every software has its own uniqueness. It's no magic. It's mixed. Yeah, when I say magic tricks, that's just a matter of speech. I'm just talking. But there are things that you can mic a snare a certain way to get a certain sound. You can mic your drums a certain way to get a certain sound. But if you don't know how to get that sound, and if you don't understand the way sound waves move and certain things of that nature, you'll never be able to get the sound that you're looking for unless you call somebody or you get in touch with somebody or you create a relationship with somebody that knows the way and that can help you reach that goal that you're trying to get to. That's it. That's all I'm saying. The problem that I have is that my mixes sound awesome in the box, but when I play them in my car or put them on radio, they sound totally different from what I heard when I was working on it. So I'm pretty sure everybody on here that done ever mixed a song has had that exact problem, Dr. Lipsy. And I can't really gauge it all the way, but I will say a lot of times it's just I say from what I have done, after we ain't gonna bury the good stuff, man. We ain't gonna bury him. But I say from what I've done is when you in here listening, it's good that you go out to the car and listen and you want to mix from there. And you really got to get an understanding, especially if you don't have a acoustically treated room. You got to get an understanding of the room that you're in versus what you hear in the car. But not even just the car. Put an MP3 on your phone and check through them headphones and keep a radio box. I mean, I know we don't really do CDs like we used to, but I put that CD in a little CD player, a little boom box, and listen at the mix through there. And if you have if you got a way, I mean, with Pro Tools, you just run these run them faders up to 0, and you can listen at your mix mono. You want to listen at that mix in a mono setting too, just to see if you're hearing everything and if everything is balanced out and all that good stuff. But I've had that problem a lot. I still have it sometime now because sometimes I just get in here, ears already tired. I may be to come out of a rehearsal or something. It's really not good to mix with tired ears because you probably gonna mix yourself out every time. Michael snare, and as most 90% of the time I'm gonna do is resample it with the yard sample. Well, that's for some people. And I'm saying I don't see nothing wrong with the samples. I don't have no problem with the samples, and I use them sometimes myself. But at the same time, for me, my goal is I really want to be able to. I want to know the techniques that I need to mic some drums to do a whole session live without having to go in and add samples to this or add samples to that. Can we make this snare fat from the sound that's there? Can we manipulate that sound and make it good? And I think in my study and in things I've seen and watched, it's more of how it goes down before you cut it. It's more of the sound that you getting out of that stuff before you hit record than afterwards. And I feel like your workload should be lighter. Well, your workload will be lighter if you record it right. Sonar is so complicated. You got to master that software, big bro. Yes, yes. I started out on Sonar. I quit. I messed around and ran into Pro Tools, and it was so much easier. And I let that Sonar go. If you got the right speakers, they would be just a little off. Yeah, I mean, I can agree with you to an extent, but if you're in a room that you got a lot of bounce back here and there, I mean, it's just unpredictable. I mean, that's what I say. It's unpredictable. My question is, what was the point of proper mic placement to resample it again? Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying, brother. When I started, I had Sonar and it was accurate across the board. This is a great conversation, though. Oh yeah, we working, Tommy. But y'all, I got to go. It's 3:30. I got to get out of here, man, and get ready for this podcast this evening. Catch a little Bible class with my daddy. But I'll be back. I'm gonna get with Javon. I'm gonna get with Ray. I'm gonna call up some other guys, and we'll just make a thing out of it, man. We'll do some work. Uh, we'll figure out how to get it going the right way. I won't come back on here where y'all can't hear no more. I'm gonna make sure of that. And if I do come back on here and y'all can't hear something, I ain't gonna do it no more after that. How about that? Hey, I appreciate y'all for jumping on with me, man. I got to go. Much love to you.